Hi, everyone. MJ Hanlon coming to you from the New Hampshire Dental Association annual meeting in beautiful Meredith, New Hampshire. It has been raining all day, but it's still beautiful. And we are pleased to have with us the Dental Resource Group, and that is composed of Michele, Jerry, and Troy. And we were talking earlier about the fact that, collaboration is one of the key things that is really being helped along the way in dentistry by a lot of people getting together. I know John Stamper, the owner of Dental Podcast, and I were just recently having a discussion about this and how important it is to collaborate on business ideas and businesses so that you all help each other.
Yes.
So please tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing.
Sure. So we're a group of independent advisors, all of whom work with dentists. Internally, we cross-pollinate with each other, so we share ideas, we network, we kind of talk about the latest trends of what's happening in New Hampshire dentistry. Externally, we seek to provide educational opportunities for dentists, so we work with the Dental Society and go to the component meetings. This year, we've actually set up our own series of continuing education events where we'll talk about sort of various topics that are relevant to dentists. So again, it's just a way for us to stay really abreast of what's going on with dentistry and also a way to give back to sort of that market that we're all serving with dentists.
Oh my gosh, that's really cool. So tell me, why don't each one of you take a few seconds to talk about what it is that you contribute to DRG?
Okay.
Sure.
I guess for myself, I'm Michele Desmarais from Paragon Dental Transitions, and I think what we do is we complement one another in many ways when we are working with clients, and we have developed a relationship with a lot of the local groups that our clients or the audience, the attendees, are very comfortable asking us questions. And we just openly have a wonderful impromptu discussion about different things that are going on. Because often, as dentists, you don't really realize, is your practice running exactly like others? Are you experiencing the same changes? One of the best groups we had was somebody brought up embezzlement. And it just opened up the door for something that a lot of people don't want to talk about, that would never happen. And we just really had a really good, I think a very productive meeting, and we shared our personal experiences that we've had and what we've been exposed to. So I think it just allows us to kind of network together in a very positive way and ask open questions.
That's
And I
great.
think it's a unique opportunity for the dentists as well, because we have oftentimes a round table where we'll have a CPA, an attorney, a practice management consultant, a transition consultant, financial advisor, and all of us are there collaborating together. So the dentists, when they ask a question, the attorney gives an answer. The CPA might give a slightly different perspective. I might give a different perspective. And so for them, I think that's a very unique way for them to access this information.
Well, plus everybody's learning from each other, right? Like you're all learning of what your key. We can't be perfect and we can't be knowledgeable about everything. So this way, everybody learns at the same time. It's a great idea.
And I think a value for our clients is, we've become very comfortable with each other. So we certainly, we can refer to anyone, of course, but we know these people so well, and we've developed such close relationships that we know how Michele works. I know how Jerry works. So when you're making that referral, one, you feel confident that you're providing a good referral.
Exactly.
But two, you really know that the job is going to get done, which certainly helps me in how I serve my clients individually.
Well, we do this in dentistry all the time, don't we? We're always referring to specialists and people, but we have the whole gamut of specialists to choose from, but we do find our little niche and the people that we always refer to. So I think you're just taking it outside the role of dentistry and just developing it to help us, which is really, really great.
I think another thing is, we don't pay dues. This is not for-profit. We're not getting anything, if you will, from this group. Now, certainly introductions are made and business comes from that, but we're not charging for our sessions. We don't pay dues to get into the group. It's really, we're here because we want to support those that we're working with, and we feel that this is a really effective way to do that.
That's great. Now, Jerry, what do you do tell us a little bit about the services you provide.
My name is Jerry Kingwill with Kingwill Construction. We are a construction company that has a niche market doing dental offices right from the beginning stages, from helping folks look for property, take it through the development phase in the city approval process, the planning, the design. We will work closely with architects, and we have design services on staff. We will then go through and work with designers, interior designers, and once again, we have somebody on staff that also has some of that capacity. Along with that, we'll take it through to the construction phase, all the way through to the end of the process, and help the doctors find their way into their new spaces. And sometimes any construction can be sometimes unpleasant, and we hope to try and find an easy way of making that a pleasurable experience. And so we've been doing this for about 12, 15 years. We've been in about 120 dental offices over the last 10 or 15 years. So one thing that I've found very helpful out of the DRG, or the Dental Resource Group, is the collaboration with these other guys. We don't tend to get to know the doctors. We're not in their offices on an ongoing basis. So for us, assisting them with answers when they are speaking to the dentist, in that initial meeting with giving them some resources, they then give us the lead in later on in the process, where we get the opportunity to meet the doctor. We're not an early component of any construction component, and so we rely heavily on our support functions of the folks who are helping the dentist industry. So
That's great.
But once again, like Troy said earlier, giving back. I mean, we don't do charge for fees, initial consults, and all that stuff. It's mostly there for being able to give back to the industry and ultimately help the dentists get to their next point in life, which is sometimes set up in 3 different phases: the initial startup, the mid-range, and then the retirement. And,
Right.
and I've always seen it's always structured in a sort of a 10-year cycle, and for us to be able to help them through that cycle in life. So interesting stuff, and been part of the group for a while. So
Absolutely, you were a founding member. We have a core group of founding members, and we have others that have joined us along the way.
Well, that's great.
yeah.
Well, obviously, everybody else sees the value of it, too. That's great. That's wonderful. All right, well, thank you, everyone, and thank you guys for being
Thanks so
here.
much
We
for
really
having us.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Great to be here.
Thank you.
Everybody's invited to this that's actually attending the Hinman tonight, but we are also going to be there. We're going to be live streaming.
Our first interview of the evening. I'm very, very excited. We have Dr. Robert Peskin, the first one.
It's cool when you look around and you see you and your crew all over the place, and I think that that's one of the exciting things when you go to a show like this. Watching what you guys are doing at this meeting has been really incredible. I mean, I love to be in awe of people. I'm in awe of what you and your team are doing. It's very cool.
You can see the upshot of video learning. It's everywhere, and it's, people want to learn in 15, 20-minute modules.
Right.
I mean, video learning
Right.
is gone insane
Yes.
in terms of the potential that
Yes.
you can do.
To get it done for a number of reasons. I think there's an authenticity there because it's not being photoshopped.
The Hinman Dental Society is a private study club. We have 850 members, and they all donate their time to put this meeting on.
They are representing the ADA here with us today.
All the new trends, all the changes, they're promoted here.
We love this meeting. This is probably our biggest meeting every year.
We're very excited because this year we are celebrating our 35th anniversary as an association. We are the Organization for Safety, Asepsis, and Prevention.
So I spend most of my time working with dental students and young dentists with the goal of, engaging them and educating them, empowering them to have a better future for dentistry.
We wanted to have a mouth prop that would have interchangeable accessories but not restrict access to the work area for dentists.
My goal starting out with Cordy's was not just to have this one little product that's kind of clever and functional, but it's more to change the industry standard on how power scaling is done.
RevenueWell is a great patient engagement system. We do 3 things extremely well. We attract new patients to the practice, we retain the patients that they already have, and we help them get their treatment accepted.
You want to listen to your customer, you want to make sure you're addressing all their needs, but you also want to get your product to market, and so you need that validation from the customer.
Technology's changing everything. All of my friends that are dentists or hygienists that have actually created something, I get to see how technology has changed everything for the better.
First of all, we're going to talk about what is IT security. I want you to be wise about your technology. I want you to be wise about the information that your patients have entrusted you with.
We have weekly admin meetings. Typically, it's the doctor and your office manager or practice administrator.
Videos play a big part, right? Yeah. Videos are huge. You've got to have a video strategy. You're an amazing example of this. Videos are your best lead generators today in marketing, period. I love what you guys are doing in this space because it's fast, it's quick, it's actionable, and you can get it out there to the audience very quickly.